This video is by Straight Goods News. SGNews.ca.
I told the caucus today that I've had to make a difficult decision. The longer I spent time working with the members of the Matawa Tribal Council and visiting their communities, the clearer it became to me that as time goes on, this is going to be a major undertaking, and that it really means that I have to step down, either step down from that job or step down as a member of Parliament. You may have noticed my occasional absences over the last few weeks, or worse, you didn't notice my absences. So I had to tell the caucus today. The leader and I have been talking about this over the last couple of weeks, and I will be stepping down as the Member of Parliament for Toronto Centre in order to continue my work as a lawyer and as a mediator and somebody who gets involved in conflict resolution both in Canada and money. This is about time. I've not been paid for my work in the North, and to me this is really about time and about how can I effectively serve the interests of the people that I've been asked to serve, and at the same time stay on as an MP, and it simply wasn't possible. It's been a very difficult decision, and you may have heard from the caucus, quite an emotional one for me. I don't make any bones about that. I've thoroughly enjoyed both of my experiences as a Member of Parliament. I've enjoyed working with the people in my riding, the riding of Toronto Centre. I want to wish them the best and thank them so much for their support. I want to thank my caucus colleagues, and above all I want to thank my leader. We have had a wonderful relationship that has only grown stronger over the last few weeks and months, and I have thoroughly enjoyed my time with him, and I deeply regret that I will not be going the rest of the journey with him to political office. In anticipation perhaps of another question, I'm quite confident, not quite confident, I'm more than confident that Mr. Trudeau will become the Prime Minister of Canada. And I regret very much, and I know what I'm giving up when I say that I won't be there for this next leg of the journey. But I hope that I have been able, in my own way, in the last few years, to help to create the conditions in the party that have strengthened our position. Je regrette beaucoup. Never say never, but it certainly closes the door for now. But another door is open, and it's a big job. The passion and the enthusiasm that I feel for the First Nations of Canada, the need for a different kind of partnership in this country between Canada's First Peoples and those of us who've come later on, is absolutely necessary. And I was in a boat in Summer Beaver in Nibinabik, well north of Thunder Bay, with a gentleman by the name of Isaac and his daughter Eleanor, which, as some of you know, is the same name as my own daughter Eleanor. And as we were riding and going out fishing and talking about life, it seemed to me that perhaps I could do something to make sure that his daughter had the same chances as mine.
Mr. Ray, could you do maybe a little bit of a look back? You've been in politics a few decades. How's it got?
Sorry?
You've been in politics a few decades.
Thank you, Terry.
And I'm wondering if you think that politics now is coarser, nastier than it was when you got started, or is it just the same?
It's a bit of each. I don't want to get too philosophical about it. I think things have become nastier, and I think they've become more rote. In the old days, there were lots of insults. Mr. Trudeau's father and I occasionally, even when I was a young kid in the House of Commons, used to exchange comments, but at least they had the benefit of being relatively spontaneous. What we see now is about as spontaneous as the Normandy invasion. I mean, every step that's taken, Every question that's answered is answered with an attack. It's like a kind of a haiku form of, you have to answer the question, you have to do this, and then you have to attack. And I've always resisted that. As my leader will know, I'm not necessarily easy to manage from the point of view of saying, well, what's the message today? He said, well, here's what I think. I regret what's happened in the House of Commons into politics. I think it has become more personal. I think it's become nastier. But that just means you have to be tougher, and you have to talk positively to the people of Canada, and that's exactly what Justin is doing.